안녕하세요. 이적은 웬즈야. Hey guys, Nexon officially released a guide for the new target farming system. I'm going to break it down for you guys, but I want you to know that I've created a few guides about this, and this release confirms everything that I have done with this guide. So if you want to follow these guides, link will be in the description for the ones that I already made. But I'm going to break it down for you and make sure that you fully understand what's going on. As someone who used the system and came to understand how it works, as you can see, I've already got Keelan and the fellow, the dog, already being cooked. So I'm here to help. In any case, so if we go to the website, this is the guide, and I am going to leave a link in the description. That way you can take it out. Now let's take the TLDR from this guide. I'm not going to read everything for you here. Like I said, the link will be in the description, but let's take the TLDR here. They say this is a system where a certain meter accumulates if you don't get the target item, and when it reaches 100%, you automatically obtain the target item. Items that are obtained by completing missions such as amorphous materials, core materials, etc. can be registered. Only amorphous materials and core materials can be registered as target reward. The same item cannot be registered multiple times, and removing it from target reward will reset the accumulated meter. So everything that you see here, I've already talked about in my previous video. But one thing I want you to take away from this, if you are going to target something, you are looking for this symbol right here. So if it's got the symbol, that means you can target it. If something in the game does not have this symbol, you cannot target it. Like they say here, you can only do 4 at a time, and you cannot do multiple. Again, I already explained this in multiple videos. That said, I am going to go in-game, and I am going to demonstrate everything that these guys talk about. Okay, so let's go in-game so I can show you how this actually works. So if we go to access info, this is the screen that you have. Then they say that you can only target 4 different things at a time. They're talking about 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you get 4 that you can target. So an example of this, let's say I am targeting this right here. This is for the dog, and I'm going to show you how to get to this. So this is fellow. So if I click on fellow, and then I'm going to go through here, and then this is the one that I target. Like I said, if you see the symbol on something, that means you can target it. So I am going to click the corresponding button on my system, which is the X for acquisition info. And I will going to come here, and here you're going to see that I target the hard difficulty for this piece, which is the spiral catalyst. Now there is a normal version, but make sure that you select the right version. If you select hard, make sure you go do hard content, like a vessel, the void vessel, make sure you do it on hard, and that's how it's going to accumulate. Now they also talking about you can track the target. So the way you track it, so if I click on this right here, or I hover over this right here, and I'm gonna click the Y button, if this means if I click on the Y button on my controller, then it is going to put this as a target on the access page. So it is already selected. So I'm going to show you what this means. This is the catalyst, and this is where it is tracked. Now the target items say I got 0 out of 1. Now I did 5 runs of this to actually accumulate 67. Now the way this works is based on the percentage of the items that you are trying to target. Let's say, for instance, if I am targeting a piece that have a 25% chance to drop and I fail, then I am going to get a 20% chance. I'm going to show you a proof how this works, because I did 5 runs of this. Every time that I did one that has a 25%, I have a 20% progression. The first run that I did for the spiral catalyst, there was a 12% chance to get it, and I failed, so I end up with 9% progress. So, and that is proven. Every time I did a 12%, then I get a 9% progress. However, However, whenever I did a run where I get the 25% chance to actually get that piece, I was able to get a 20% progress towards my accumulation of the system. So this means when they said after 5 runs you can get the piece, they are talking about if you do 5 runs of a piece that has a 25% chance to get, you did it 5 times, that's going to give you a 100% chance to get it. And after that, you are guaranteed to have that piece. So what does all that mean to you, and what can you do to actually improve your chance? So to prove this, like I said, this is where I did the test. I'm going to click on this right here, and this is the void vessel mission, and these are the boxes that you can get. Now, if you are trying to get the highest percentage, so you can get that 20% accumulation on the meter, so what you gotta do, just make sure you play the mission the right way. This means whenever you are doing the void vessel, you see those beacons that extend the time, make sure you do it. Because here, if you see right here the top boxes, if you can get the top boxes, if you get 2 minutes and 0 seconds. So when you accumulate the time over 2 minutes, so you are guaranteed to get some of the top boxes. But because it is a 2 and 2, meaning you can only get 2 boxes for the dog and 2 boxes for killing. So there is a possibility that you're not going to get that 20% even though you go over that 2 minutes, which is give you a better chance to get a 25%. So as you're looking at this right here, you can see for the code, there's a 25% chance to get it. This means when you are doing the mission, you are hoping to get the intact data vault, because that's the one that's going to give you the biggest chance to get that code. Same thing for this one right here, the imperfect data. So I was going for the catalyst, and as you can see, the spiral catalyst have a 25% chance to drop. So this means my goal is to make sure we get all the beacons in the mission, and I have a chance to get the imperfect data vault. And once I get this, and I can open the box that has the 25% chance, and then if I failed, then I am guaranteed to have that 20% accumulation on the meter in the front page of the access info. So there is not 100% chance that you are going to get that imperfect data box, because like I said, it's a 2 and 2, 2 for killing and 2 for the dog. But this is how this works. So whenever you get a 12%, you're going to have a 9% accumulation on your progress. When you have a 25%, you're going to have a 20% accumulation on your progress. So that's the gist of this. So when you're doing this mission, just make sure you go for the best. Now, I hope this makes sense to you the way I explained this. But there is a possibility that you don't get to that point because you can get the piece without even failing. So, but if you fail, this is basically the fail-safe, the PD system, and that's how this works. So the reason why I have 67% is because there were twice that I had the 25% box open. So that gives me the 20-20, that's 40%. And then 3 times when I did the mission, I had the 12% for the box, and that gives me 9% for each. So that's 27. So the 40 plus the 27, that's give me the 67%. So that's how this works. The math actually works. Again, to reiterate, if you are doing a mission where your target is a 25% chance, if you fail that 5 times, you are going to have 100% accumulation, and that will guarantee you to have the piece the next time you actually go for the mission. Anyway, I hope this helps you out. The link for the guide is in the description from Nexon official website, and if you want to take a look at it, feel free to do so. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.